Guys, and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I did these Pop Smoke inspired braids. If you don't know who Pop Smoke is, he is or was a hip-hop artist. He passed away a couple of months ago, and now we are all obsessed with his hairstyle, and this is going to be the style of the summer. You are going to see everyone sporting Pop Smoke braids, and I am so happy with them. I am extremely happy. So as you guys can see, I am a little scalpy, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I mean, I'm scalpy, that's it. I minimized it as much as I could. Let me take off my glasses. Ooh, okay. I minimized it as much as I could, and yeah, these came out great. I've had them in for a whole day. What I like about this hairstyle is that it is so versatile. So I've seen people just doing it with their own hair. I've seen people doing it with the feed-in braiding method. I've seen people doing it like this. I've seen people doing it really, really tiny and then really, really chunky, which is what I wanted, but I didn't have enough hair to do them super chunky, but I will in the future be doing them like that. And I've also seen people with super short hair wear them and then put beads on the end. Like, that's so cute to me. So yeah, you can do anything you want with this particular style. You can just tailor it to however you want to. So you don't have to follow what I'm doing, but I did want to show you how I did this and the technique that I used to cover, to just kind of camouflage a little bit more of that scalpiness that I experienced. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna get into this video. I'm gonna be doing a voiceover, and then when it's done, I will meet you back here and I will tell you what I think about the braids, just some pros and cons and things like that. So I'll see you in a minute. So I'm getting started with my hair already halfway done. I wanted to do it off camera just so I could get the technique together of what I was going to do and how I was going to do it. And here I am parting my hair and just getting it ready for the first braid. I'm going to be using edge control. Lovely Bee's edge control is my preferred edge control of choice. And I'm just going to put this all over the outer part of my hair right here, just to let it smooth down just a little bit, because I did not stretch my hair beforehand. It looks like I did, but I did not. So I just wanted to be a little bit more smooth. And right there, that's my edge brush that I'm just going to brush everything in with. And the kind of hair I'm using is Afri 3x Define, Easy Braid 52-inch. I can't remember the color right now, but I will leave everything in the description box below. And I like to spread my hair out just a little bit, just for better grip. And what I like to do is just a simple cornrow technique where I start off with the two strands of the fake hair, and then, or the braiding hair, and then my hair is the third strand to braid with. And I just get that started before I start cornrowing, just to get it nice and secure. And then I'm going to continue to braid down. About halfway through, I'm going to stop, and I am going to reach up, and I'm going to gently tug at the braid. I'm going to separate it just a little bit so it's not too tight, and that is going to help camouflage some of the scalpiness from my parting. And I'm just repeating this process now. Yeah, just do this over and over again. As you can see, I'm kind of tired and my neck is hurting. I've been at this because it took me a while to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, but once I got it down, it went rather quickly. I think I spent about 2 hours total doing this, and that's because I really do have a bum hand. My hand is fractured right now, and I can't do everything that I would normally do, so don't come for me, guys, if these aren't absolutely perfect. And I'm just showing you up close how I start my braid and then moving on to finishing the braid. And I am braiding these fairly loose. You don't want them too tight because if they're too tight, you're not going to be able to separate them at the top to try to close out the scalpiness. So I would recommend doing these as loose as you can, but to still keep them sturdy. And also, I just don't like a ton of tension on my hair or my scalp. So yeah, I tend to do all of my cornrow braids like really loose. Or not really loose, but kind of loose. Okay guys, so now I am entering the back part, the back section of my hair, and you guys do not come for me, please. I am doing this with a bum hand and I can't do the kind of braiding that I typically do, which is overhand in the back. So I have to just kind of bring the hair around to braid it like this. I can't go from the back and start. And so that makes it look a little bit wonky, but you know what? We're on quarantine and I'm not going anywhere. And even still, I still think they look nice, even though I didn't do the best job in the back. But please don't come for me because my parts, you know, are not centered and straight, and because the braids are not as nice looking as they are in the front. I did the best that I could. And I think that this took the longest amount of time to do the back because even though my parting isn't great, it took a long time just to get it to looking like that. So yeah, the back is just going to be a beast to do, but you'll figure it out and you'll get it together. And it'll look much nicer than mine do right now. I edited out most of the flinching and the trouble I had using my right hand braiding, but oh my God, it was super, super painful at times. Do not try to do this with a fractured hand. I'm just stubborn. I know I shouldn't have been doing stuff like this, but I was just tired of looking raggedy and crusty. I needed some braids in my hair, so I suffered through the pain. I pushed through. And these braids were totally worth it. Okay, so these are all finished, and I decided that I didn't want to leave them straight, that I wanted to make them kind of crinkly or curly, and I didn't feel like messing around with rods. So what I did was I split those sections into two on each side, and I braided them down, and then I dipped them so I could get a nice wavy effect. And I held the braids in the hot water for about 10 seconds, and then I just kind of let it dry while they were still braided. I don't need to tell you guys to be very, very careful with hot water. You can definitely hurt yourself if you're not careful. That's why I like to use the coffee cup there, because I feel like I have better control. And after I've done this, I like to pour hot water directly onto the towel and then put that over my head to just kind of lay down the hairs at the top of my head and to make everything smooth. So yeah, it's hot, but I like to do it. I think it makes a huge difference in the end result. And now I'm just adding some foam to further smooth down the braids. And you guys, this is it. This is how I did my Pop Smoke braids. Oh yeah, I did wrap them up and then I went to bed. Okay you guys, so I'm back and this is the final result of my hair. Okay, so as you can see, it is very wavy and crinkly, and that's just the way I like it. I actually did these yesterday and went to sleep and forgot to close out this video. Forgot to show you guys the results. So yeah, here they are. I am so pleased with this style. Like I cannot believe that I was able to pull this off. This is probably one of the best styles that I've done, man, in probably a year. I just think it frames my face, and I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder. It frames my face. It's very easy to do. It took me a little over 2 hours, and I think that probably could have been cut down to maybe an hour and a half if my hand wasn't busted. So you know, there's that to consider. Again, I did use 2 full bundles so one on both sides. So I am going to be doing this style again. I think this is going to be my go-to quarantine style because I want to look nice, but I don't feel like putting in a whole lot of effort with my hair right now because I'm just basically sitting around the house. And yeah, so on this side, I don't know if you guys can see, but I snagged one of these on my glasses, so I have to redo that one, and I probably won't, but I probably should, but I won't. And then my hair is frizzing out. My hair is frizzing right there. So I think that in the future, I am probably going to straighten my hair before I put these braids in, just so it can be smoother and it won't be so frizzy looking when it comes out of the braid, or it won't come off the braid because it's not going to be as frizzy. Something else, I really wanted this style to be a little bigger, so I wanted the braids to be huge. I wanted them to be chunky. I wanted them to be really thick because that's what I saw on Instagram and I fell in love. But I have not been to a beauty supply in like 4 months, and I have not ordered any hair supplies. I'm only doing essentials. So I only had 2 bundles of hair to do this. So next time, I think that I will probably go for 2 bundles on each side. And maybe it can stand to be a little bit longer as well, but I'm very, very happy with these outside of that. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this style. It's very comfortable. The braids aren't too tight because you guys know I have hair issues, so I am not going to have that kind of tension on my scalp or on my hair for that matter. So I'm going to turn around so you can see the back. This is a problem, but I'm fine with this. I'm fine with how this looks for now because I am in the house, so you're not really going to see the back of my hair, but you guys give me a break because I am dealing with my hand that is still quite swollen. you know, I couldn't put that kind of tension on my hands. And when you're braiding over, like when you're like braiding like this, putting pressure on these 3 fingers for me is just, it's agonizing. That just kind of screwed everything up. That's why I didn't do the feed-in method, because my hands are not about that kind of complexity right now. I just have to work with what I have, but I'm sure you would do a better job. I know I would do a better job if I was at 100%, but even at not at 100%, these braids are beautiful. I love them. I love this style. Okay, you guys, so that's it. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video, please leave them in the comments below. I will be listing the hair and everything that I used in this video. I will be leaving that in the description box. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. I upload every week when I am not falling on my ass. All right, you guys, so that's it. Wear your masks, stay 6 feet apart, and Black Lives Matter. See you in the next video. Peace.